All right, we're back again. Christmas session number 2. I think this would actually be Christmas Eve when this one comes up. And we got a toy team that was pretty sweet. I did mess up the lion part during it. A hurt trigger team would be nice to do. That's a pretty alright one. And then the other one is a perk team, which is maybe a little tricky, but doable still. I will say, as far as that last run goes, the mink earned its stripes. I don't think I had ever used a mink until then. And it's earned its spot as a using a unit I will not be opposed to using in the future. That's what I was trying to say. You know that every time someone makes a baby, they also cause one more death to happen on this world? That's a weird way to start this session, but I suppose you're not wrong about that. I suppose you are correct. Sure. What I was gonna say, on a different note, was that I had talked in the last session about how I saw that 4 times speed on YouTube was a YouTube Premium specific ability. I did not know that that existed before. I don't have YouTube Premium. I'm kind of shocked when I hear people that do have it. Maybe that's a generational difference or something. I don't know. But in related to YouTube news, apparently the Oscars are going to be on YouTube. That's cool, I guess. This is a hurt trigger related thing. But there's something to be said about doing that. Do that to hit that twice to then... I mean, I guess in theory you want it to be like this. Yeah, okay. That lets me do that, which I like. And then we'll take a swan, because a swan's always just nice to have. Level for next turn. Alright. Messed up correct is one of the funniest types of being correct. It depends, but I'm not completely against what you're saying here. Ooh, we win that one, even with the swap. Even with this, oh. I guess this is another turn behind. I think we take it now anyway then. But then that way I go like this. That way I go sell. Make someone weak, because maybe that means the Firefly will hit, and then we go like this? Is this crazy? Maybe I should have taken Capybara, just assuming that we're going to do something else in the future here, but that was deja vu. Alright, we'll still have a level next turn, so I like that. I saw the movie The Martian in the past week while I was while I was on the bike. Long movie. It was pretty good though. I liked it. Glad I watched it. Both of these are pretty good to have early, huh? We saw the benefits of an early puppy. We know the benefits of an early whale shark to some extent here, though I guess it works pretty good with beta fish if we had it. You could like get 2 triggers a turn when you buy something in the shop or whatever. I mean, the toys are just kind of easier to do, I feel like. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna buy the puppy. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to ignore that one. I also kind of want to buy the Capybara. Whale shark chicken wall chicken strats. That's a good idea. Not a bad idea. Do I sell the Firefly to Capybara? I think I do. I think we're totally looking to pivot as we move ahead here then. So I'm gonna go like this. Have a Psycho order. So hopefully the ant buffs one of these two and then they do something good. Probably won't happen. There's the mink. There's the mink. There's a different hurt triggerer. You know, that can be pretty decent. There's that as well, which would have been good with the other fella. I I will do that. 6-6. That'll help. I do agree. If we do see the nurse whale whatever shark again, then I will definitely. Oh, that's not good. Well, actually, that was kind of good. That was actually better because it didn't have much attack. Then I will go with the whale shark next time I see it. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Well, that's unexpected. I mean, that's good behind an anteater, I suppose. Crazy day of football. I haven't been watching, but the Patriots are coming up next as we get to the 8 o'clock game, which, by the way, was not originally going to be an 8 o'clock game. It originally... Oh, it summons 2. Because obviously this is nice behind one of those. Copy friend toy ability, break ability triggers on feint. So that doesn't help, as far as I'm aware. This being behind an anteater is good. It does 2 triggers, and the ant will be a level 3, so it'll get an extra one. Kind of like an in-between move. I guess you could just change the order and be like this, though. It's not crazy. Not crazy. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? I have to say, not a big fan of the 8 o'clock games. I think we've already talked about this before to some extent, but having the game move from 1 to 8 is like, I know for some people they're like, oh yeah, prime time, and I'm sitting there going, ugh, ugh, it's gonna be going until I'm gonna want to be asleep before it's over. And that's probably what's going to end up happening. I mean, I guess you could... No. We would probably still... Okay, do I want to seaweed the puppy? Do I want to seaweed the puppy? And I guess I can just toss a seed. I mean, I could either roll to try to look for levels for next turn, which there's definitely something to that, but I just figured I would do that. Did they go to Mars? They started on Mars in The Martian, in fact. See, that guy's pretty big. Now we boom, and then we boom, and then we boom. That would see, that's a little couple mini synergies of sorts there. I like that. Suppose I do that. Sure. Sure, why not? There's a level. Okay, well that's definitely a better unit to be getting hurt. So I think we sell this. Move this here, have this up front, and this is just going to be here as a value thing in the back. That's the plan. Yep, that's the plan. I've decided. Seems fine. 10-10 in the front, not bad. There might be like a crazy nurse shark in the front. Okay, all right. Similar looking squad. Ooh, they had a different toy though. It worked. It worked. I don't need that. So this does health into attack? Nah, we'll just keep that. We'll just keep that. Interesting. I think we actually leveled the puppy. I'd be crazy, but... Well, if we want to change value units, a Rockhopper Penguin is perfectly reasonable. We don't actually have real Velociraptor stuff to like work with yet. So I think for that reason, we just take this as a value move. And now there is something that would give armor that would be of interest. But I think we just pass on it. I guess. Yeah, sure. Sure we do. Okay. I'm not opposed to that either. I do think our team is a little weak without some major improvements as far as long term goes. But you can see some proof in the pudding there, at least. That does work nicely, this being in the back, getting the extra thing, etc. Double chicken legs. I do still think, well, you know what? Giving this health makes sense too. Giving this health does make it quite a bit better. And otherwise, yeah, I'm not interested in the donut, I think. I'm interested in the levels. This one would not be a bad one either, a different type of give melon to the puppy on front or something. I'll keep the rock hopper for now though. Obviously Mosasaurus is of interest. You have a jumping cat. Oh, you changed up the entire order, huh? Well, it's still a big dog, so... Still a big dog we got there. I do realize the seaweed doesn't really do anything now anymore, but that's okay. So... I think we just get... The rock hopper is nice, but I think if you... Mosasaurus between the elephant and the puppy, that's pretty good. I do know we're at 7 out of 10 with full health, so there's something to be said about just keeping the health high, keeping the rock hopper, but what if we just did this instead? Like, the crazy gamble would be chocolate here and then roll another chocolate or Mosasaurus, but that's too crazy. That's just simply too crazy. And there's the toy, so we can get even more chicken legs. Probably not necessary, because we're probably going to be doing the weakness thing next, which only gives weakness to, makes the first 3 enemies weak. That's pretty sick. I mean, I could skip the Mosasaurus stats and just go for the weakness next turn. Maybe I do that, which makes this like a crazy bad use of money, but I kind of want to do something interesting, because we have already done the toy team, so let's like, well, not that this is that different, but at least maybe we'll get multiple more weaknesses to show. I don't know, I'm just trying to think of something. I'm trying to think of something to say that makes this more interesting than just copying the last team. Let's try it, yeah? Let's try it. Well, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, I'd say. The reason to keep the Puma in the back is because of the seaweed ability and whatnot. So three of those, make everyone on their team weak. Buff, 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 buff. I know, I guess it makes this kind of pointless, but... I guess there's a world where I would rather level the elephant first or something. Probably not, though. It's a pretty strong team. You got a lot of the health going on. So everything is a little bit weaker, so there is that. I think we win this easy now. Oh, yeah. Well, with that in mind, then, I should do this to try to level 3 the puppy. We did not get there, folks. We did not get to the level 3 puppy. Sorry to say. Well, we could lose or draw. We could do that. This 5'9" elephant, definitely not justifying itself, would be, whoa! What just happened? I want to rewind. I don't know what the hell happened. Well, there goes the perfect run. But what the hell was that? Weakness. Let me pause it, please. Pause. Select one. So it just randomly selected that one? That's unlucky. That's alright, though. New visual for jump attacks. That was cool. It was cool. That's why I was confused. I was like, what the hell was that? Okay, come on. Level 3 dog, please. I'm straight up going for chocolate or dog. Level 3 dog. Wait, have I done level 3 dog and I'm stupid? Yep, I am. Yep, I'm stupid. I should not have done that. Oh well. Alright, here we are. Watch me lose the next 4 in a row because I didn't do chicken legs. Yeah, well that's gonna get melon and then get buffed like 3 times because of it, so that's great. Yeah, we're losing this one too. Fantastic. Fantastic. This doesn't even work well with repeating the thing. Oh, I guess we do this. Make the first 3 weaker. Yeah, the Puma works better with the chicken than the weakness, but... Oh, do we weakness before the... Yes! Yes, we do weakness before it does that. Oh, baby, that was nice. That was nice. Alright, the level 3 puppy was worth it in the end, just so we could get that to happen. That was... Ooh. Yummy. And some absurd units on the team, by the way, as far as ending stats. A 3-4 and a 6-10. Absurd. Absurd. We go one more for Christmas Eve here. Anglerfish and Flytrap, for example, instead of listing the pets in text form, now show the images of pets, which is nicer. That is nicer. It is nicer of them to have done. Frozen, because winter. Crooks. Like that scene in Home Alone where they get kind of frozen. Sort of. Whatever. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. When I was I went to the doctor's for my like checkup sort of deal, and I guess this, I actually don't know which order would be better. Keep the change you feel the animal, yes. When I was in the waiting room of sorts, there was TV on, as there tends to be, and I don't own like a TV cable situation, so I don't actually watch. I ain't watching TV unless I'm watching basically sports via the computer. So I was very surprised, and you might have to fill me in on this. There were some, I think it was Dateline was the channel, maybe, I'm not sure, but there was normal BS American ads, what I would expect, like medication and stuff, which in other countries isn't even legal in the first place. That's a whole other thing. But there were multiple mobile game ads on TV, and that like blew my mind. I feel like that is like a, you know how people are like blah 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 is a recession indicator? That's not a recession indicator, but it's an indicator of how like low bar and how like as far as like cable and TV has gone, where they're just willing to do that. Willing to have really bad looking mobile game ads. Ooh, or egg. That's a new change. Well, maybe it's relatively new. I think I have to do, well, okay, we could buy a mink and then this and then one other thing and then have perks, but I think I'm gonna try the griffin because I don't know. Why not? Gain a free roll next turn. No, we're doing this one. And then I guess I'll throw in this. And then we roll, and I guess I'm buying a gecko? Sure. That sentence short-circuited your brain. Which one? The drug ads on TV in America, which is just a thing for some... Oh, that egg value was beautiful. Or the fact that there were mobile game ads on TV. Either one of them are pretty insane, so I don't really blame you. Okay, so I have to keep in mind, you know what? We're probably not keeping this, because I was about to say we have to keep in mind that we're on tier 2, and so we can't just try to roll for levels because 2 of these are tier 3. So we probably should just sell this, although it is a 5-4. So maybe I look for something I'm interested in first. I guess this works with Ladybug because a friend's gonna gain a perk. It's a little bit of a reach, but sure. I mean, we know I love a swan. It's a pretty big downgrade to do that, but I guess that's what I'm doing? Okay. I guess I'll freeze it. Mobile game ads, but honestly both? Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Well, I'm glad that that works out. The egg, not so much. The egg, not so much there. Okay, we get a level here. That's a decent start. Chat, what am I supposed to do? They keep giving me the puppy. They keep giving me the puppy. How am I not supposed to take the puppy here? How do I not take the puppy? It means that this is... Gotta wait 2 more turns before we get a puppy, and then we get a free tier 2 as a 4/4. It's a level 3. I mean, a swan, I guess, I'd be cool with, but otherwise, I don't know if I care too much about the rest of them. Although, I guess, maybe there's a world where a panda would be kind of cool. I feel like I'm supposed to take the puppy, though. I mean, I guess I could have the puppy and then... shit, man, I'm supposed to take the puppy. I'm supposed to take the damn puppy, right? I think I'm supposed to. I don't care about geckoing. Sure. Have I ever level 3 pangoed? Well, I've gotten it level 3, but I've never done the full thing. You guess you take the pup, but then delay the pup toy? That's kind of what I'm thinking as well. We would miss out on 1 chicken leg. Problem is, probably might lose like each of these rounds. Might lose each of these rounds. Which will be a little rough. We don't really have anything that works with that necessarily. Wallow would be okay. Double panda. Double panda. Ooh. If I take that now, I probably have to just because money efficiency and everything. This does not really work with puppy stuff, right? Because it's just copy the toy ability. Break triggers on faint, so I don't think that would work with with chicken legs. Also, capybara should be in front of the puppy. Maybe it should just be behind the pangolin entirely. Well, now it is. Just calculated. Oh, we lost anyway. We lost anyway. Okay, a koala is not the worst one, I guess. I suppose. I mean, it's kind of big. This is more important right now, I guess. Because... Yeah, it is. Million doesn't work with oven mitt, but it does with the other 2. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna get some eucalyptus seeds. There we go. Uh-oh. No. Oh, no. Christmas is ruined. Okay, level? Okay, what the heck? Level this now. Save this level for next turn. What the heck? So... Oh, man. I guess... Like in a very immediate, a kappa up front is probably pretty good. But then otherwise you'd probably rather the terrapin. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm forcing myself to sell that. Block 10 damage twice, huh? If this doesn't work up front, it's pretty devastating. It's pretty devastating if that does not work up front. I will say that. Well, we'll find out. Come on, have 5 attack. Alright, we'll take it. And it trades with the weakness, too. I mean, everything... Oh, I mean, it's not even close. Well, that was a disaster. Honestly, a good thing that we lost so early, because it gives me the Christmas spirit to go for one last one. Will this be the last one of the year? No, because next Sunday is the 28th. So I guess in that sense, it's not the last one of the year. Broken planets. Something aware emote in the chat. I did mention the Martian movie that I saw, but there's also a movie coming out on Christmas called Marty Supreme, which is like about ping pong or something, which is kind of interesting. I don't really know anything about it beyond that. I just know that it's about ping pong. Well, that's probably gonna kill something. Yeah. It's okay. We're full health. That's fine. We get 2 levels. We get some decisions to make. Well, what do you know? Hurt triggers again. Hurt triggers or toys seems to be the theme of this situation. So how do I do this? I go like this, so then this hurts this, which triggers this, and then this hurts this, which triggers this, but it's also probably gonna like die from itself. Okay, well, sure. Well, let's see. Okay, we got a trigger on the thing, we got a trigger on the thing, we got a trigger on the thing, and it works. Beautiful. B-E-A-U-T-ful. I mean... Alright. I mean, we can't roll to find these. That's one aspect. So what am I what can I get right now? A meat bone. I'd be willing to do a meat bone. Asparagus is such a brutal value, but I mean, we're gonna sell that eventually. That's kind of what I was looking for. The swan level. That extra cash money. That extra cash money. Okay, they're toying. They're definitely big time. Oh, that's unfortunate. You changed my order. How dare you? Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Time to sell this. Get a toy. Sell this? Sure. Capybara. I'll take a capybara. Meat bone that. Capybara. Lose perk. Da, 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 da. Okay. That was a pretty good turn. I mean, stat-wise, not so much, but... Okay... It's working. I was not quick enough to math it out on my own there. We gotta take the level now. Also for money purposes. Okay. Damn, only 1, 2? That's not a lot. How much do I care about this firefly? I don't think I do so much. I think I'd rather have that for the time being. And then I will roll. There's a capybara. I would like to use that next tier. Tempted to meat bone. Would there be anything else? I guess carrot or seaweed. If I meat bone, it'd probably be the taken. Taken? But I think seaweed would still probably be... Okay, that helps. I don't even have to really think about it too much. Okay. Level next turn. What are we looking for? Triceratops, mayhaps? Oh, barely. That's actually a really nice one to not lose. Not necessarily about winning, but just not losing there is very nice. Well, gain 5/5 and attack and jump. Or Terrapin. Or just take a Terrapin. Probably just take a Terrapin. In a way, we're not that married to hurt triggers here, by the way, though. Just putting that out there. The puppy is there and it is existing. But we're not really married to it necessarily. I kind of want to try the Snow Leopard. So I don't necessarily think I have like a special... I mean, if you did the friend ahead hurt thing, I guess, then you could get an extra trigger out of it or whatever. I would love to be able to freeze these and not have them affect the rolling spot and be able to roll, but that's not how the game works, so... Selling this would make sense if I'm keeping the elephant taken thing. But if I'm not, then obviously selling these would be better. That's tough. I'm gonna sell it, I guess. Maybe we'll just... Oh. Friend ahead. Oh god. Why? Friend attack. Give it 4 health and move it far back. Works on one friend per turn. Does that help me really at all? I mean, this doesn't do anything, that's for sure. Okay. I should have done this. I should have done the elephant level first, because then I maybe would have got something that I would have just sold the elephant for right away. Otherwise, this doesn't do anything, so it goes back there. Lobster nerfed. Yeah, seems not ideal. Yeah, that seems better. Although getting the extra hits was pretty nice. The extra elephant hits on the Fair Armadillo was nice to have. Okay. All right. Are we trying to win, or are we trying to just do things? Are we trying to win, or are we trying to do... Oh wait, we could do the... I've never actually done the good dog. I don't even know what it does. You know what? I'm taking this then. Summons a 6/6 and deals 5 damage to all other pets. 5 damage to all other pets seems pretty not great for me. Or we could do random perks and ailments. I guess I'm doing that one. Doesn't seem ideal, but I guess that's what I'm doing. And then probably you behind this, because this will still get the armor on top of it after this stuff happens, so that seems good, I suppose. Ish. Yeah, let's act like that's true. I guess you could also wall chicken, although that's not going to be here always, so... I mean, we could whale shark, I guess. I guess we could whale shark. It's not an early whale shark, but I suppose we could do that. I did say the next time I saw it at a semi-reasonable time, I would do it. Isn't really the time I was hoping for, but... Good dog start of battle gives your team random perks. Interesting. I guess I'm gonna try it. Okay. Okay. This is what's happening. Let's see. Okay, so we get rid of all of that stuff. Getting weakness a little unlucky, but I have a big guy here. Oh, still lost. With whale shark, the good dog could go hard. Okay. I mean, that sounds true. This also good for when there's this thing happening, I guess. Hold on to that. What the heck? What does that even mean? Choose level perks and ailments with double or triple effects. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's part of me that would want to wait so that we could have more turns of this, but why? Who cares? I guess. I guess we're gonna see what the hell happens. We're gonna see what the hell happens. Okay, well, hopefully you get something. You got an egg. I would say that's pretty bad for me. Until we die. All right. We have not seen. I guess we're only in tier 5s, but that questing beast. We could use one of those. Also, we could also use a leveled whale shark. I saw the wall chicken and just like didn't take it in time. That's my bad. Yeah, so we decided to just go. Yeah, we're losing. Unless we get like all really good items, which maybe. Nope. What is? I don't even know what that skull one does. I don't think I've ever seen this many dogs before. Yeah, this not being level 2 is pretty bad. That not being level 2 is pretty bad. This not being the holy thing is pretty bad. Well, we had fun. Let's say. We had fun seeing all the things trigger and such. Okay, so they got webbed. They got spooked. They got melon armor. I got sleepy, inked. Oh, brother. Although we got the melon armor instead of the inked, or whatever was on the first one, to be fair. Okay, I think we are gonna survive. Nope, we're drawing. Because phoenixes exist. Okay, here we go. I guess, so I have to make room for this? Somehow? So there's no reason to really level 3 that then? I guess. Oh, brother, that we have to wait 2 turns? Terrapin sucks. I mean, it triggers Whale Shark one more time. That was really the only reason it was existing. I mean, it might have to be a snow leopard. What else would I be looking for here? I guess a phoenix works for everyone else, so maybe a phoenix in the back. Or, I guess a real velociraptor to iguana, potentially. Kind of risky. I guess I could lion. I suppose I could do a lion, right? Only tier 6 on the team. I guess I kind of have to a little bit. Wow, we could get a level 3 dog. We could get a level 3 good dog. I don't think I've ever leveled 3 the bad dog. That is gonna be a problem. Damn. Never got to level 3 the bad dog. I've still never made a good dog. I did say it was a late whale shark or whatever it's called. So having that a little early would have been good. And, I mean, you know, you saw what happened. We were kind of just doing whatever. But maybe we were like maybe about to start doing fun things. But realistically, even if we were about to do the fun things, we were at round 12, so we were going to be running into teams that were maybe looking like this pretty soon. Like these guys, which we would almost certainly instantly lose to. So we had our goofy fun. And you know what? It's still, at least in this session, I got a 10. But as you can see, it does seem like toys are pretty good. But also, you can do some hurt triggering. And even in this toy one, this guy was doing the hurt trigger thing, and he was getting into the 20s, maybe low 30s in the health there. Melon maybe would have been better on the lion instead of shark. Potentially. You'd have to math it out. Potentially, potentially. But either way, Merry Christmas. Wrong screen. Merry Christmas for those that are gonna be celebrating. That's gonna do it. I still got some 10 wins, but have any of you ever done the level 3 good dog?